Hey, your mom and I were talking on Instagram.
Oh, really? What the fuck? Excuse me? What?
My bad, bro. I hate for you to find out this way.
I'm about to go across this table and slap you.
I was trying to wait for the
that's
the drop.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the drop.
We're gonna be here a minute. Chente's he likes to marinate, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? He likes to take his time.
You know? He likes to let the beat rock a little bit.
Wine and dine, you know what I'm saying?
Y volver, volver, volver. Bro, you remember them shits? You remember whenever the little cadets used to drop to the Volver cumbia mix or whatever at the
yes,
PTs?
bro. Hey, that was low-key live.
Bro, it is. But you know how many times I've like looked for it on YouTube and just like can't find it?
Is it not an actual song? Is it not like a...
I think it's just like a mix that like a DJ would make or
like
whatever.
they throw it in there?
Yeah.
Volver.
No, I think like a DJ made.
Yeah, like he just throws in like the mix, like...
Sure. That's what I'm saying. But I don't know. I haven't been able to find a version of it that sounds dope. I feel like I used to have one on my like Zune.
Back to the Zoom, boys.
Back to the Zune, boy.
Back to the Zoom. Well,
Yeah.
welcome back, everybody, to the
Hey, that's my line.
Oh, sorry.
Welcome back.
You asleep.
Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I am asleep, kind of. To the Scattered Roots pod. Rudy, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing very well.
Yeah, I like your attire.
Thanks, bro. You
like
know
your
what I'm saying?
wardrobe.
I probably look mad tacky right now.
Nice hat.
No one can see, but below the waist, I'm still in my underwear.
Yeah, it's
No,
weird.
I'm just like, I'm in my
It's
shorts.
weird. Ladies.
I'm in basketball shorts, Mexico jersey. But I was like, I had to throw it on. You know what I'm saying?
Y la tejana.
A little bit. And actually, I'm going to have to take this off because I can't keep my headphones on.
I just noticed that you were like holding the headphones. That's funny.
You can't wear headphones and wear a sombrero at the same time. Yeah, tejana. Hey, bro, I really want one. This one's actually a little bit too big for me. They get
Is it
resized.
Yeah, I feel like I would want one too, but I don't know. I don't really get in that bag too much.
I really want to like get into it.
Yeah,
I want to get like
I have like one pair of boots.
I want to get some botas.
And I hate wearing them.
I want to do the whole thing. Like the next wedding that I get invited to, I want to pull up and be like, Rudy?
Who is
No,
that's
this?
Rodolfo.
Where's hey, nah, that's not Rodolfo. Nah, that Rodolfo was my college what do you call like your alter ego? Yeah, it's my alter ego. Yeah, but when I got too drunk, that's Rodolfo. We don't like that guy.
We don't like that guy.
We don't like that guy.
Nah, he's a jerk.
He don't make too many appearances no more.
Yeah, man, that's a I don't know. I've been in that bag. I just don't think it's a look that suits me.
Yeah, I feel like you just because you don't do it often,
that's what it is.
You're not comfortable in it.
That's what it is.
Because it is kind of like wearing a sombrero for like if you've never worn before, you may feel
even
not
just
super
the boots
comfortable. And the whole get.
Because like
let's do it, bro. Hey, let's have a photo shoot. Hey, Scattered Roots.
Scattered
Roots photo shoot calendar coming your way. We're gonna have bro.
That'll be the September one.
Hey, speaking of hey, look at that transition. Speaking of which, Kevin, bro. It is actually here, before we jump in, let me ask you this question. When is Hispanic Heritage Month?
You already asked me this. So September, Rudy. Whatever.
Incorrect.
Is September Hispanic History Month?
Nope.
What the fuck is September? You're lying. I don't believe you.
I'm not lying. And this is actually like a great reason to even have this conversation. So Hispanic Heritage Month is September 15th.
You just said Hispanic Heritage Month is September 15th.
Through October 15th.
Oh, okay. So I'm half right.
But you half wrong.
Man, fuck you. You made it seem like, oh, you fucking dumbass.
But no,
it's in May.
But, maybe I was being a little, like, exaggerative. But, no, nonetheless, I feel like that speaks to, like, how did I not know that? Why did I not know that?
Because our public education system is very much whitewashed and they repress the real history of this.
Spit.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't know where else to go, but
no,
you get the point.
It made me think, right? Like, okay, like, because I've always said, Mexican Independence Day is in September, and I know there's a lot more in there. So
like
September
3/4 of Latin America
is Hispanic Heritage Month, right? Like that's just kind of the association I made. But no, it's not. Like it wasn't until like I really sat down, and funniest, I've probably seen that before, but it never really registered, which made me think, what kind of conversations were we having as kids about Hispanic Heritage Month, right? Because it's not like this is an American thing, right? This is like a United States thing. Like Hispanic Heritage Month isn't like something that happens in like Mexico or.
Well, I think actually in Mexico, September is like regarded as like El Mes de la Patria.
Yeah, but for sure. But it's not.
But yes, it's not Hispanic. It's Mexico's Patria.
Exactly.
It's not the same thing.
Because, yeah, no, for the other countries that celebrate their independence for, like, the months of September, they also have, like, their own, their month of whatever it is in each country. Yeah. But it just made me think, like, how did I not know this? How did I miss this? Which means that it wasn't taught to me in school. So I kind of want to revisit that here in a little bit. But before we jump in, I wanted to come back and introduce a segment, a fan favorite, if you will. Let me turn the music down so it's not too high.
Really, Rudy?
No, not that segment. That segment sucks.
That's my favorite segment. Are we going to hit it this time?
Oh, damn it!
Missed
Second
it.
drop always gets me.
That's like that "Don't" on the Bryson Tiller song.
Yeah, hey, that was a whole trend. Do you remember that? Don't.
And then here come all the music nerds. It's actually on the 5th. Shut the fuck up.
Shut up, bro. Way to ruin the fun. Yeah, stupid. The don't challenge. Hey, bro, what's up? Scattered Roots Crate Challenge?
Oh, crate challenge?
Yeah,
man,
bro.
I would bust my ass.
I feel like I could do it, bro.
Nah, I could do it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I got pretty good.
I'm an athlete. I'm a high performance athlete.
Are you, Kevin?
Yeah.
What is your athletic peak? What accomplishments do you have to account for your athleticism?
We recently won a tournament. Queso Cup winners.
The Queso Cup winners?
Yeah, Queso Cup winners. 2021, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Dang, wow.
First annual Queso Cup champions.
D1 athlete, basically. You're basically a pro.
Essentially.
Basically.
I mean, might as well.
Damn.
You know?
I want to be
They
like
should have called
you.
me up to the national team.
Yeah,
that list came out yesterday. I was shocked to not have received the call.
Yeah, we got a soccer game going on in the background, so if y'all hear me get excited,
it's over now.
My bad. Oh, shit. It just ended.
Y'all
Fuck.
tired.
Okay, don't tell me. Fuck.
We're not paying. Whatever.
No, I wasn't. I was paying attention to the podcast. No, but yeah, bro, we should do the crate challenge. I'm kind of down. But maybe it's played out now. It's kind of played out, right?
It's played out. Let's
How do we add the Latino twist to it?
A piñata challenge.
Or would that be
just stack piñatas?
No, what? That's a terrible idea. The fuck? Well, all right, come on, hold on. Before we get too far away, let's get back into this questions with Kevin. Welcome back, everybody, to your favorite segment.
I thought it was quizzing with Kevin.
Quizzing
Get my
with Kevin.
segment right.
Fuck, my bad. Quizzing with Kevin. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So, Kevin, you actually should know all the answers because I asked you these same questions 3 weeks ago.
The fuck, 3 weeks, bro? I don't remember what I.
Hey, you're the genius, bro. You're the one that has the photographic memory, if I recall, from high school.
Okay, did you ask me or did I read it?
No, I asked you, and then you knew some of the answers. You didn't know all of them, but for the most part, you got it right.
So then my photographic memory plays no part in this. All right, continue.
So let's jump in here. I gotta find my answer real quick. Distract the people, Kevin. Now, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with how many countries celebrate their independence in the month of September in Latin America.
No idea.
Come on, just run through them if you think you know them.
Bro, I don't. Mexico, that's it.
What's the extra? What's the points? What's the dates? I mean.
Oh, September 16th.
Okay.
Guatemala.
Okay.
Nicaragua.
Okay.
Venezuela.
No.
El
Wait.
Salvador.
Where's my answer?
Look at you. You're a terrible quiz master. Trash. I know it's not Colombia, just because.
Okay, so I'll give. So you have Mexico, Guatemala, Nicaragua,
El Salvador, Honduras, Venezuela,
nah,
Panama,
mm-hmm.
Belize. The fuck?
Hey, that was the trick one.
Belize.
All right, I'm gonna come back to that one.
I'm just naming all of Central America at that point. Panama. Did I say all of Central America? Costa Rica.
Good job. I think. Oh, you got one. There's one left.
There's one left. Only one left.
Mm-hmm,
Oh hell no! I'm not gonna get it. Is it in South America?
It is.
Ecuador.
Mm-mm.
I'm trying to think of like the northern ones. It's not northern one. Ecuador, Venezuela. It's not Colombia. Chile.
It's not. It is Chile. Ding, 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 ding. Good job. Hey, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. So Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua.
I actually thought it was more, to be honest.
They celebrated. Yeah, right. Me too a little bit. They celebrated September 15th. They all have the same day.
Say that again.
Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, and Nicaragua.
Did they just like all collectively say like
That's what I was like wondering too. So like I did a little bit of research, but yeah, it was a collective effort.
it's not on the same exact date, is it?
Here, I have the dates.
Like the same year?
Yeah, it's the same year.
Yeah, how did they coordinate that pre-social media? How did they do that?
So Costa Rica, September 15th, 1821, independence from Spain. El Salvador, September 15th, 1821, independence from Spain. Guatemala, September 15th, 1821, independence from Spain.
Oh, so but they're all from Spain. Of
Honduras,
course.
September 15th, 1821, independence from Spain. Nicaragua, September 15th, 1821, independence from Spain.
So did they actually like
So those five coordinated
band together,
Mm-hmm.
and like fight Spain collectively, and then Spain on that date just say, you know what, guys,
There's like, we out.
we're just gonna let you rock.
Yeah,
Y'all can have it.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's exactly what happened. It was a collective effort, and it's funny because it was a collective effort, but then they each respected their own independence, like as their own regions, right?
They didn't immediately turn on each other and like,
yeah,
fuck you, El Salvador.
yeah. They did it like,
You're Guatemala now.
we're gonna be the united.
Yeah. Actually, that's,
Latins.
good for them. Good
Yeah,
for them
no,
working
it's
together
cool.
and then not killing each other immediately after. You don't see that too much, I feel like. in
You
history.
don't. Now here's the interesting one. So Spain was who gained independence from. Is who they gained independence from, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what you see for the most part. Who's the other colonizers that we've talked about before?
France?
Kind of. That's like more in the Caribbean.
Huh?
Portugal.
Oh.
The Portuguese.
Man, they only colonized like the South.
Yeah, I mean, that's still Latin America, bro.
I mean, I know, but
Don't
like,
be-
we've talked
what
about
you trying to
France
say?
more is what
What
I'm
you trying to
saying.
say?
I'm saying we've talked about France more than we talked
Now,
about
here's one that I
Portugal.
didn't really know much about, though. Belize.
What about it?
Who did they get independence from?
Oh, I don't know.
The United Kingdom.
Dang, the UK was just holding on to like a little bitty piece of land.
And you know what? Honestly, I didn't really even know where Belize was. Like, I knew it's like right south of like Mexico, but I've never really like thought about it too much. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that I know much
the
about.
size of Rhode Island.
Yeah, it's tiny, right? But I heard it's beautiful. But yeah, so they celebrated their independence from the UK, September 21st, 1981.
Oh, they was late to the party. Dang,
Mm-hmm.
UK was holding on strong.
Chile celebrated their independence September 18th, 1810 from Spain. Now, the reason that like Brazil doesn't show up on the list, I think, is because it's like Hispanic Heritage Month. I don't know, but Brazil also celebrated in September. Now that I have my list, my full answer list.
Dang, the American
September. Well, okay.
months are
That
problematic.
that made me come back too, right? Because it's Hispanic Heritage Month.
Is there a Latino Heritage Month?
Boom, you already on the money. And why does it go to October?
Is there no one in October?
No, there's not anything in October.
I just assumed when you said it earlier that there must be like people in October that they're including.
Nope.
What the fuck? I don't know.
Welcome to my tech talk. Well, I'm gonna make the point that the reason that the month is split is because they're racist.
Go on.
The United
Please expound.
the United States.
I mean, I don't disagree.
So Hispanic Heritage Month. Do you know how it came about?
No, of course not.
So it started off in. I have the date right here.
Which liberal propagated that idea?
You know what? I hate that you're not wrong.
I mean, come on. It's not going to be the other ones.
It was California Congressman George H. Brown
Of course.
introduced Hispanic Heritage Week.
What if Greg Abbott would have...
Man, get that motherfucker out of here, bro. Once again, bro. Hey, your mom and I were talking on Instagram.
Oh, really? What the fuck? Excuse me? What?
My bad, bro. I hate for you to find out this way.
I'm about to come across this table and slap you.
Nah, but you okay? It's all friendly talk. You know what I'm saying? I met her. Hey, I actually met your parents for the first time. A couple weeks ago. But no, yeah. Me and her were talking about the Greg Abbott clip that we posted the other day about pushing him down the hill. Mm-hmm. And then she was like, "Yeah, someone should definitely do it."
Hey, chill.
And then I was like, "Yeah, like I'm down." You know what? I was like, "I volunteer Chris," and she was like, "Chris will definitely do it." I volunteer Chris. Chris is Kevin's brother. For people that don't know. But yeah, shout out to your mom. She's with the movement.
Yeah, she claims she's the number one fan.
Hey, bro, she probably is. Shout out. Hey, shout out to all the people riding with us, bro. Y'all some real ones. Okay, so let me get back to it. So California Congressman George H. Brown introduced Hispanic Heritage Week in 19...
A week? You only got a week? Man, fuck this guy.
This is in Cali, right? So like, you know.
Mr. Brown.
Hey, it's the first step. Now that kind of came about after the what else happened in the 60s?
The civil rights movement.
Civil rights movement. You know what I'm saying? Like I've said it before, right? Like most of the progress that we made in this country, a lot of it can go back to like the work that our African American friends and brothers did. So yeah, after that, right, there was like a big push for just like celebrating other cultures just in general. And so in 1968, it started off with a week, and then it didn't become a month-long thing until. And I found like two different like sources that like gave me like two different answers. And here's where I'm gonna make the argument that this is why it's racist. It's either Reagan in '88 or Bush in '89.
I always get confused. I suck at history. Is Reagan the one that introduced crack?
Yeah, it's the dope dealer.
Huh?
Yeah.
He's the crack guy?
Yeah, it's the dope dealer.
Oh, a dope dealer. Sorry, I didn't
biggest dope dealer in all in American history.
Okay, and then Bush is the father.
George, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, not the son.
I don't know much about the father. I know the son's a sack of shit, but
Yeah. You know, he panders a lot to like Mexicans and like Spanish
The son?
speaking people. Yeah.
oh, fuck.
I think they both did.
I don't need to hear.
I'm pretty sure my parents liked him.
It's part of the reason why I hate A&M. Everything's named after him.
Is it really?
Bro,
did he
our
go to
library-
A&M?
Huh?
Did he go to A&M?
I don't know, but our library is named after him. There's like a street I think called.
He was
George
a cheerleader
Bush.
in high school, right? Or in college? Wasn't he a cheerleader?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure, bro. Hey, go. Someone go look it up.
Shit about that guy.
He was a cheerleader at some
Fucking-
point. There's nothing wrong with being a cheerleader. Hold on, let me pause before I get. in
Yeah,
trouble.
it's chill. But I'm just saying, I don't know.
Incredible athletes, way more athletic than Kevin ever was.
Excuse me?
Dang, you think George Bush was more athletic than you? If he was a collegiate cheerleader,
How tall is George Bush?
He went D1.
I reckon I could take him.
Bro, how tall are you?
Does he live?
You-
If he was a cheerleader, he lives.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, he'd be lifted there, but let me stop.
Yeah,
before.
chill. No, you got to be mad strong to hold up.
Bro. Like
fucking throw them and shit.
male cheerleaders. Hey, is cheerleading a sport?
Probably.
We didn't talk about this in our sports podcast.
I don't know. I mean, what is a sport? Because there's a lot of sports cheerleading. I wouldn't start at cheerleading with like, is cheerleading a sport? I'll start at like golf or something. Is golf a sport?
Nah, golf is definitely a sport.
See, that's
I
what
think
I'm saying.
cheerleading is a sport.
Is NASCAR a sport?
Yes.
See, what is a sport? Because I'm like, I don't know. I feel like there's a distinction between sport and game. I don't think.
Okay, so where do you draw the line? Like, what do you think is a game? Like golf? You think golf is a game?
I think so. I think golf is a game. That's just me though. I don't care. I have no horse. No horse in this race. We can go back to the subject.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let's jump back into it. Yeah, so it became a month-long thing, and it got split in between. And I guess what I saw was that the intention was, okay, the first month being celebrated, the first day being celebrated, September 15th, because that's when all these countries celebrated their independence, and then it's just a month from that point on. And then it also includes in October. Have you heard of Dia de la Raza?
Mm-mm.
You've never heard of this, Johnny? Have you ever heard of Dia de la Raza? Shaking his head, no. It's Columbus Day.
Excuse me?
The fucking audacity, bro.
What the fuck?
How dare you?
Whoa. Who the fuck? Hold on. First off,
Who's making this? A Reagan and Bush.
You mean to tell me Reagan and or Bush were like,
And
hey
Johnson.
guys, you know what'd be great? Let's make a Dia de la Raza. Is that what
A part of Hispanic Heritage Month?
did they have an advisor to like name it Dia de la Raza?
There probably was
I'm saying
not.
it like that for a reason.
There's probably not a Latino in the room to like. You ever see like when like people do like dumb shit like how did no one say anything about this?
Yeah.
How did no one in the room when they were editing this video or making this decision say, this is probably not a good idea, guys.
Dia de la Raza, bro. What the fuck?
It's Columbus Day.
I mean, not to cut them any slack, but bro, like, you know, Columbus Day, like that only kind of recently started coming into contention. I feel like, I don't know, like when we were in elementary school.
But that's just because it was mistaught.
That's what I'm saying.
It was always in contention.
This is what I'm saying. It was mistaught, so it's like, I don't know, like, and I don't know. I wasn't fucking grown back then. But it seemed like in the public eye, Columbus Day was like, did we not used to get like school off or some shit?
Nah, they used to just like do like bullshit, you know?
I don't know.
Like,
I just remember them, like, oh, it's Columbus Day.
Columbus Day? Maybe we did get Columbus Day off. Hey,
God.
that shit should be gone, bro.
Yeah, fuck Columbus.
Literally. Like, it should be like Indigenous Day.
Yep.
Day of the Indigenous or something like that, bro. Because, yeah.
You heard it here, not first, because we didn't start that, but fuck Columbus.
Yeah, if you're a fan of Crystal Columbus, dog, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like wholeheartedly, bro. From the bottom of my heart. That's
So-
no ill will towards any Italians in any kind of way, though.
No, that audacity is
Because
crazy.
Italians stand that, man. They love Columbus.
Oh, word? Do they really?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm never eating pasta again.
That's a cap. This man's lying.
No, bro. No, that's nuts, bro. I had no idea there was. First off, I mean, doesn't really matter. No one fucking celebrates or even knows that exists, bro. Who knows Dia de la Raza exists?
Not me.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm la raza.
Yeah, I am la raza. Viva la raza.
It's supposed to be my day.
Allah, achi, asti.
So that's, and we'll get into it a little bit more, right? Like kind of starting from like a young
just, you know,
age.
those Eddie Guerrero references.
I know, yeah.
Okay. No, I'm just, in case people,
Yeah.
I'm not saying raza people lie, cheat, and steal. Eddie Guerrero did, but.
Shout out to the late great Eddie Guerrero.
Shout out. Latino heat.
The only other day to consider is, I think at some point, Lyndon Baines Johnson, who was like from Texas, right? He made Hispanic Heritage Week, like not just a California thing, but like a national-wide thing. And then Bush and or Reagan made it a month-long celebration. But like I was saying at the very beginning of this is why I think that they once split our month in half. Kind of. They gave us 30 days, but it's kind of split in half. It's whack. And it includes Columbus Day, bro. Racist.
Hey, I'm not gonna fight against them people being racist. They racist.
Bro, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck them. Can we go on to talk about actual like independence culture shit day instead of the white man's interpretation of it?
And so the only reason I want to provide that context was because...
Is my quizzing segment over, by the way?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh man, that was easy.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I was gonna ask you, give me the dates. Like, do you know which one? Like,
okay, yeah, nah.
Like Chiles. Do you know what date Chiles was?
You said it earlier. I already forgot.
The 18th.
I already forgot.
Belize is the 21st, and then Brazil, if we count. And so that's.
Chile has such a like interesting slang, bro. I can't understand it.
I don't think
nothing.
I know any.
Oh my god, they speak Spanish crazy.
What are they called? Chilenos?
I think so. Yeah, Chilenos.
Yeah, because I almost want to say Chilangos.
Bro, that's.
Yeah, I know it's not, but like this is close.
Yeah, bro. If you hear them talk Spanish, they're like probably one of the hardest to understand, in my opinion.
Why?
Their accent is just weird too. Not weird. I can't understand it. It's different. Yeah, it's different.
Is it faster or is it like?
They have a lot of slang that I don't know, and yeah, it's just the syncopation or whatever, like the tone.
Hey, bro,
it's tough.
That's what we're not a monolith.
Yeah, okay. They're ones that I'm like, whoa, what? ¿Qué?
¿Qué dices? Yo no sabo. No, yeah, but like Hispanic Heritage Month, right? Like it's a weird thing to like jump off on because one, like what the fuck does that even mean? And who is this even for? Like, is it for us?
No.
I don't really know. Especially like growing up in Texas. Like, did you do anything in school? Like, do you have any recollections of like what that looked like when you were growing up?
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
no,
like
zero.
The only thing that I really remember is maybe being told about it. But if something was celebrated, it was not Hispanic Heritage Month.
No, not at all.
It was Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I don't know. Those months aren't really celebrated like in general. I think the only one that gets like love is Black History Month, rightly so. But like they actually fuck with.
And that's racist too, man. They give them the shortest month, bro.
Yeah,
that's some bullshit.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, I feel like that one's acknowledged a little bit more, which is fine, like for sure. But yeah, no, Hispanic Heritage Month or whatever the fuck it's called, never once. I didn't even know. I feel like that all those countries celebrate their independence, right? Obviously, like that was the point you were proving. I had no idea.
Yeah, no, like I think there's just not an effort enough to like actually like learn these things and be taught these things. So I felt like when I was doing the research, when I was like when we were considering about like talking about it a little bit, it put me in a position where I was like, okay, I gotta pick one or two things. I can go one or two ways with it. I can either say like, I hate this shit. I don't want to like have anything to do with it. Right? It kind of like rubs me the wrong way. Right, just knowing how it kind of came to be, like the panderingness of it, like it being split, it being like inclusive of Columbus, and who knows, maybe like one day like we can like just say like let's call this a wash and start like just hey the month of September, like this is I don't know how you change the dates.
Sign the petition below
of a national like month. I really don't know how you go what this process looks like. Who knows? But I can either take it that way or I can take it the other way, where it's like I take on the challenge of like embracing it, not what like how it came to be, but just like what it means to me.
Yeah, to like reshape it, redefine it, and actually make it authentic. And
I think that's the way that I'm leaning. I think that's the responsible thing to do. And here's why. Because Hispanic Heritage Month is an American holiday, right? Like I know you said that we have like months in like a lot of these countries where we celebrate
I only know Mexico, but
yeah, like in Mexico, for example. But this is really for us, and this is actually exactly the space of people that we're talking about, right? Mexican Americans, Costa Rican Americans, Guatemalan Americans, Honduran Americans, like Chilean Americans. Like, it's like this month in 2 or 3 generations may mean a lot to us. Because I think that's the people that are going to care about. Like, you have to find a way to like educate about your culture to kids that are no longer going to be, because as much as we want to try, right, we talked about it before, you're going to lose a little bit of it as you go. Because, like, for example, have you ever been to the what's it called, the Latin American the Latino Cultural Center in Dallas?
No,
me neither.
What is that?
Because that's my house.
That's not like the local fiesta
for me.
I gotta. What is that? That's where.
No, exactly. But I feel like there's some importance there to it, right? Like we like it made me think, like, man, like, why haven't I done that? Like, why didn't we go on a field trip there when I was a kid? Like, why have like. It's pushed me to like go in that direction, to like, hey, like, let me look into it. Like, what part of it am I missing? Like, I know that I'm like Mexican, right? And I know that like at home, like, we speak Spanish and there's like the food here, and there's a lot that like it's already a part of like my upbringing, but I can still learn more, and maybe I can use this time to kind of like push me to like do that, right? So and we'll talk about like things that you can do to kind of like, hey, like, embrace this month or embrace this time. But I think I'm gonna make an effort to do that. I'm gonna try to go to Latino Cultural Center. You trying to go with me?
Sure, I'm down.
We can make a little date.
Yeah. I don't know when's the last time you took me on a date. Trash.
Shut up.
Trash.
Monica, you heard him. He's talking about you.
I'm talking about you. No, I'm down. I'm down for sure. Is it? Do you know? Like, I guess.
I really don't know what they do, and I really don't know. And so that was my other thing, is like I don't know like what happens in this, because I know, like, for example, like Black History Month, we have a parade. Right, I've been actually in that parade before, like with my fraternity and stuff. But do you know what happens in Dallas for Hispanic Heritage Month?
I told you, they congregate at the local fiesta and they just kind of buy conchas and.
Elotes?
Yeah, nah. I was gonna say, is like, do you know who like puts on the Latino, or like who funds it, who runs it? Like, is it the white man?
I don't know.
That's my problem with it. That's because I'm like.
But okay, but that's the thing. If that's your problem.
No, I mean, that would be a problem, is what I'm saying. And I didn't even know it existed, so that's not my problem.
I mean, that's your problem, not knowing that that's our problem, right? Like, that's the thing, is like, we have to like put it out there.
Whose problem is it anyway? I don't know.
It's all of our problems. Now, who created the problem? The white man.
Yeah.
That's the easiest one to answer. No, for sure. Like, I think I just want to like encourage people to like go out there and like explore things that like maybe you didn't think you needed to, right? Because I never felt like the need to like go, hey, like, let me go to the Latino Cultural Center. Let me go to if there was an exhibit by like, that like.
You know what it is? It's just like with that type of stuff, I'd rather kind of get it from like, what's the saying? Like, get it from the horse's mouth. I don't know what the saying is, but like, not that I don't believe. That's why I'm asking who put it on, or like who runs it, because like, again, like we said earlier, that history is like mistaught, it's misrepresented and stuff.
So whose responsibility is it to fix that though?
No, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying, like, me personally, I've kind of been of the mindset. I like to learn, like, when I'm like looking stuff up, like directly from the source, as opposed to like getting it from like this version of whatever. Yeah. So like, if I wanted to learn, for instance, Mexican history, which at times I've been interested in learning, like I would ask my pops like what he was taught. I think at one point actually we had like history books from like that he had.
Oh, word?
Yeah, he had like his old
history.
Or like just textbooks, like not just history, but one of them was a history textbook. And I think I might have read it at some point a long time ago, or read through it. But yeah, shit like that. That's what I'm saying. It's like I like to get directly from the source, just because I feel like I would trust it more.
You want that first-hand knowledge more so than like that second-hand.
Now, that being said,
especially if it's been washed through the white man's
hand. But if stuff like that, like Latino Cultural Center, those are being run by like, I don't know, Latino organizations or whatever, and they're genuine. I mean, I'm not saying they're not.
And the thing is, like, but maybe they need more. Like, maybe they need more support. Like, I think that's the thing, is like, especially now that like I'm in this space, I think I do feel, I don't want to call it a burden, right? But I do feel like the responsibility to say, like, if it's not me, then who? Like, who's going out there and saying, like, we just said, like, there wasn't somebody in the room to tell them, hey, this isn't a good idea. So, like, who are we going to put in that room?
I feel you. You're getting your political activist back.
And it's not even that, right? Like, that's not even political activists. Like, that's just community, right?
Yeah,
that's just it. There you go. And even if you don't want to be an activist, right? It's just being like, hey, like, like, I want to teach people, but in order for me to teach people, I have to learn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I think I've never felt like that way. I never felt like, oh, I have to go, like, teach myself more about, like, just who I was, because I experienced it so much at home. I fiesta, you know, like all these places, like going out with my family. But no, I that's kind of got to be where I.
So how much Mexican history you know? Come on, shoot, give it to me.
I don't know shit.
Give it to me.
At work the other day.
¿Quiénes son los niños héroe?
Don't do this to me. This is not my segment. Please don't do this to me.
What's the guy's name that that we the grito that is done on our Independence Day, Mexican Independence Day?
Oh, what's fuck?
Where was it?
Fuck me.
All right. Well, you got a lot of learning to do.
You answered this question. Yeah, I think you asked this question before. At the Battle of Hidalgo, is it no?
Huh? Padre Hidalgo. Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah,
Hidalgo.
okay. At the Battle of Hidalgo, no?
No.
Or was it? Where was it?
It was in Puebla. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's a long story short. I think it was during like the Mexican American War. I'll just quickly summarize it. There was like a fort that they were holding down, and the Americans were invading, and they like abandoned the fort. The Mexicans. This is a fort in Mexico, and the kid or like they had like kids soldiers. By kids soldiers, I mean like teenagers, like 16, 17, 18. I think the youngest one might have been like 13. I think. Again, I don't. This is like from YouTube videos and shit that I know this. Anyways, like this group of kids, it was like 5 or 6 of them. They're like, "Nah, we're not gonna leave the fort. Like, fuck, we're gonna vamos a luchar." You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. How old are these kids?
I just told you, like they're all like teenagers. I think the oldest one might have been like 18.
Oh, okay,
and the youngest maybe like 13. Now,
okay.
Take that information right there with a grain of salt, because I don't.
You're not a historian?
No, I'm not a historian.
Oh my god.
But anyways, so the army arrives or whatever, and they're like the only ones defending the fort, and they all die. They all get slaughtered. Obviously, dude, you think 5 kids was gonna?
I was hoping for like a
not at all.
I was hoping for like some,
they like no specific. They know
story.
specifics like their names and stuff. Like this is taught, I think, in Mexico, or like I think there might be a day commemorating them. They're called los niños héroes. I just know like the last one to die. I don't know if he's the youngest or whatever, but like they're running through the fort, or he's running through the fort or whatever, and he goes up to the I guess roof of it,
mm-hmm. The balcony,
the top of it, yeah, the top of the fort, and where like the flag is,
mm-hmm.
and he takes the flag down because he didn't want like the Americans to like capture the flag. Essentially,
they were playing capture the flag because they were kids.
Exactly. Fuck you. No, and so he like takes the flag down.
That's probably mad disrespectful. Hold on.
Yeah, he takes the flag down, and he basically like folds himself in it, and he like jumps off the roof of the of the fort.
The fort, yeah.
Yeah, dies obviously, but he like takes the flag and like takes it with him and like dies with it, and so they're just like commemorated as like these legendary, like they were like brave and for like the bravery, and essentially they didn't actually like win.
Would you jump off a fort?
From mi patria? Yeah. Fuck yeah. No, I'm just gotta hold on. I don't know.
Hey, that's a big like that's a lot of like.
Yeah, I probably would have ran with the rest of the fucking
just get the fuck out of
army.
Here.
But it's like I think it's like 5 or 6 of them. But yeah, it's the story of like Los Niños Héroes. A little bit of Mexican history for you right there.
Hey, I'm gonna do a little bit of background research.
Yeah, just look up Los Niños Héroes.
That's not a like a telltale. Like it's a.
I think they don't know the full details. I think it's true. I think some parts of it are like the whole like jumping off the roof. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like they're being romanticized or whatever. A little bit. But I do think it actually happened. It actually happened. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. There's so much that I don't know about like my own history, and that's my whole point, right? Like I wish we would take like when we were kids in school, like the opportunity to learn some of those.
How
things.
much do you know about the Mexican Revolution? It's about to turn into a whole history lesson,
bro. Like I mean, I know about the Alamo.
That's not the Mexican Revolution. The Mexican Revolution.
Oh, like sorry. I thought we were talking about Mexican American. No. Mexican American War. No, like from Spain. No, I don't know
That's
that much.
That's not the Mexican Revolution either.
Oh shit! What the fuck are we talking about then?
The revolution was like against the haciendas. Do you know what an hacienda is?
I know the hacienda ranch.
An hacienda is basically like a plantation.
It's like a ranch. Yeah, that's what it is.
And it was basically like a class, kind of like the French Revolution. The whole beheading of like the class warfare, like the middle class, blah, 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 blah. It's basically kind of like the Mexican version of that. You have Emiliano Zapata and Pancho Villa fighting against los de las haciendas and stuff, and fighting for the common folk, the poor folk.
Yeah, no.
And there was a whole thing. I think that was in
I feel like such a fraud.
the very early 1900s. I think like 1906 or some shit like that. I think it's 100 years after Mexican independence. When did you say what year was our independence?
18.
I don't know, but
I'm trying to remember, like, because I get the Texas one. I think Texas is 1865, getting independence from us.
Mm-hmm.
And
was it 1806? 06 stands out in my mind. I don't know why. I don't think that's right, but
I'll look it up real fast. What were you saying?
No, yeah, I mean, I was just wondering how much you knew about the Mexican Revolution. It was a different thing, but I'm just saying, like, that's why I've kind of gone out of my way to try and learn these things. I wish I knew more, like much like you're saying, right? Like I obviously don't know as much either. So yeah, I wish we would have been taught more.
Yeah, like I know the names, right? Like I know like Pancho Villa, and I can recall maybe like a few like stories of driving down with my dad, right, where he like would tell me like one or two oddball things. I remember this random story he told me about like gringos, where gringos came from.
Oh really? I don't know where it comes from.
My dad, and I don't know if this is accurate by any means.
Fuck it.
We were like at a red light one day. He was like, "You know why they call them gringos?" And I was like, "No, why?" And he was like, "Because they used to say, green, go." When they were like marching the armies, and so like the Mexicans started like they would associate the word green with go, and they just called them gringos. There go the gringos.
What the fuck? Wait, but like, never mind. I guess what army? Like what? Why
no fucking idea. My dad's definitely not a historian.
Were the white people like traffic conductors? I'm confused. Like this is what I'm saying. Like were they like the cops in the intersection? Like
these like marching orders, right? Like when they were like marching or like they were like invading, like when the militia was making movements, right? That was their cue.
That's funny. Hey, maybe
the green was go.
The etymology of words, is that the word?
That's probably not real though. My dad was probably just at a stoplight, like I'm finna lie to my fucking stupid ass 6-year-old.
We're at a red light.
Yeah, what stupid shit could? Hey, my he's a clown, bro. Yeah. That's where I get it from.
So did you see the year? Which year we?
1810.
So maybe it was 1910. Now look up Mexican Revolution real quick, just see if it's 1910, because I just want to see if I'm right about this.
No, yeah. So like. And we're being selfish, right? Because we're like talking a lot about like the Mexican Revolution. We're in Texas. I'm gonna stop apologizing for it. Like it is what it is, bro. At this point, like you know what's happening. You're right. 1910 to 1920. Fucking knew it. Yeah. Good job. Yeah. You're so smart.
Yeah. They're 100. I just remember. I felt like I vaguely remembered them being 100 years apart. Like they celebrate, or I remember at one point, whenever it was a centenario, the bicentenario. I don't know what.
Bicentennial.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I guess that would have been 2010, right?
Well, because it went from 1910 to 1920.
But I think they started, I think it celebrated in 1910.
So in 2010?
Yeah, because you said the independence was 1810.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see
it started.
Dang. Mm.
So in 2010.
Way to map that out.
In my mind, for some reason, I just remember them saying es el bicentenario de la independencia y el centenario de la revolución.
You think they were sitting, you think it's 1908 and they're like, man, we should really fight.
Again.
We should really fight.
We should start another war.
We should start a revolution.
Yeah.
And then someone in the room was like, hey, bro, wouldn't it be kind of cool if we waited 2 years?
Mm-hmm. I know we're really mad, but let's just wait 2 more years.
I know it'd be cool, but how much cooler would it be if we did it at the 100-year? Hey, that was me in the back of the room for the aesthetic. Hey, the revolution has to be aesthetic, bro. The revolution will be televised.
Yeah. The revolution will be televised. It was not.
It was not, yeah.
It was not.
So, it was a major revolution that included a sequence of armed struggles that transformed Mexican culture.
Yeah,
the regime of President Porfirio Diaz.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Was unpopular after 31 years.
Yeah, so that was more kind of think of the French Revolution, if you know anything about that. It was a little bit of the battle between the classes.
Napoleon? I know Napoleon.
Yeah? How much do you know about him?
It's my favorite ice cream.
I just know he's short. And I think that's from Fairly Odd Parents.
Oh, you want to know another random fact in history? You know how most paintings, they cover their hand in their jackets? The reason that they cover or the hands aren't really shown in old paintings is because it's actually one of the most difficult things to execute, and so painters would charge more for hands, so that they would find creative ways to hide hands.
Again, from Fairly Odd Parents, if you've seen that episode, I think he's holding a croissant inside of his jacket or something, and that's why they say he's got it in. You don't know what I'm talking about?
I've never seen
random fucking memory in my mind. There's an episode where Napoleon Dynamite comes out. He's short.
Napoleon Dynamite?
I mean, stupid. Hey, my turn to get it.
Hey, it's me.
bad.
He did it. Yes. Thank God.
Hey, that's a great movie, by the way. No, Bonaparte Napoleon. Hold on, let me correct myself. I know his fucking name.
This guy said Napoleon Dynamite, bro. Napoleon Dynamite
Oh my God.
was overthrown during the French Revolution. You heard it here first. He keeps a croissant in the fall too.
Pedro, bro, I fucking love that movie, bro.
Hey, vote for Kevin. That's gonna be the schedule.
Bro, that little dance he does. What song does he dance to?
What a blessing. That's one of the only white guys I like.
Do you know the song he dances to? I can't
Nah,
remember
I
now.
don't know.
Ah, damn. Anyways,
I have no
Bonaparte
idea.
Napoleon. So he's in fairly
Yeah.
outstanding. He's holding like a croissant
Yeah,
or like a
croissant.
Danish. I think it's a Danish.
It'd be a croissant, right? Because croissant's French.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know.
A Danish is Danish.
Is it though?
Is it? I don't know. Is it
I don't know.
English? Is it an English?
Yeah, do
Danish?
French fries come from France? Don't be assuming that.
Do French fries come from France?
No,
yeah,
they come
right?
from like Germany or Netherlands, one of the two. I know for sure they come from.
Oh,
like,
really?
either
Why do they
Germany
call
or
them French fries
Netherlands.
then?
I don't know. But I think they were probably just called fries over there. I don't know what they're called. They're not called fries. They're called whatever the German or
They're
Dutch.
called chips in the UK, right?
Right, but I'm saying like what we know as a French fries came from Germany / Netherlands. One of the two. I can't remember. I know for a fact. You're not gonna get me on this one.
You think so?
And then we called it French fries. I
Where
don't know
did
where
French
it
fries
got
come from? Let me Google this.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sure it's like from one of the two. But yeah, man. I just wish we knew more. So I got
Belgium.
That was close.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, I knew it was one of those.
Not from France.
No, definitely not
Dang.
French. I knew it was one of them.
You think the French?
They have
like,
the same colors as a German flag, right?
They do, yeah. It's sideways.
That's why
basically. Dang.
I had it twisted.
You was close.
Yeah, I don't know
It's
where I got
okay.
the Netherlands from.
Oh yeah. They're like
Yeah,
orange.
what is their flag?
It's like orange, white, and blue. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. What the fuck were we talking about before? Oh, hold on. Before we move away, do you think the French feel some type of way about the world calling fries French?
I don't know. I
Like,
don't think so.
these
The
things-
world. I don't know if the world calls it like you just said. England calls them chips.
Oh, we're the only
We
one that
call
calls
them French fries.
What the fuck is wrong with
In
this?
Spanish, we call them papitas.
Dang.
Papas francesas. Oh, we do say that though.
Do you say papas francesas?
Well, like sometimes.
I'm still blown away by the cotonetes thing from like
Yeah.
2 episodes
See,
ago.
you know what I was thinking though? She's also. Did I say it? She's also from Durango, or she said she was from Durango. So maybe that's a Durango thing.
That was like not that episode. You're like completely like misremembering.
That's gonna be like a running theme in this podcast, trying to figure out what people call Q-tips.
We should ask them. We'll ask every guest from now.
Every
Dang, we
guest.
should have asked Anaí if what she calls them because that was the
She
episode
said
before that.
cotonetes.
That was the episode before that. Fabi said.
She said it. She said it. Look at Johnny. She says cotonetes.
Swear to God.
Yes, bro. Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't on the podcast.
Okay, well, yeah, she said
okay,
cotonetes.
okay.
So, but she said I think in the moment, that's what I said. When you asked her where she's from, I think she said Durango.
Yeah, Durango,
And I was
Durango.
like, that's why they both come. It's a Durango thing. Or at least that's what I'm gonna say. 'cause
You
we
think
don't-
they only sell Cotonete brand cotton swabs in Durango?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Dang, supply chain. Look at that influence in the world.
Yep.
Crazy.
Exactly.
All right, what the fuck were we talking about before? The Mexican
It's about
Revolution.
history and learning and going out.
Actually, you know
and
what? That's it. Nah.
learning your culture.
And now let's jump into that back a little bit because, and we're not gonna spend too much time today. We just kind of want to introduce the conversation, and I'm not gonna lie, we were I was fully expecting September to be like Hispanic Heritage Month, like in its entirety, but it's not. So like it kind of threw like a wrench into like the timeline of my thinking here, but nonetheless, what would you think is an appropriate way to like turn the narrative on, or at least in my case, like my narrative is that I don't really like care for it too much, like to celebrate your Hispanic heritage. Like, is there anything that you would like want to do? Like I said, I want to go like to some exhibits, learn some more history, do some things. What about you?
No, I mean, I don't know if there's specific. I've never really thought about that question. Like I said, and obviously by the fact that I just kind of went on a little rant, or not rant, but giving you random knowledge, is that like,
Yeah.
I've definitely had those thoughts in my mind before, and it just looks like, maybe one day I'm bored at home and I start Googling and I start watching YouTube videos and shit. And actually, now that I think about it, just last week, I don't know why YouTube recommended me this, but it was like the animated history of Mexico. And so I was watching a video. Yeah, it started like literally all the way back in like the ancient history or whatever, with like los mexicas, and even before them, actually, all like the indigenous people back then. And I don't remember, like Olmecs or something, and whatever the ancient Mayans were called. And so that's what I'm saying. That's what it looks like for me. Is I don't necessarily think to go. The the thought of going to like exhibits or museums or cultural centers never crossed my mind. It just looks like going down and reading books, reading articles online.
Well, the reason I asked like what does that look like, and I guess I could have phrased it better is like I feel like it has to be a community thing, right? Like we have to organize the community.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't, or not. That's what I'm saying, but I think that's where we differ. Is that I never thought about it that way. I've never had these thoughts, and they're good ones. I'm not like I'm not disagreeing with you. Like you're of that mindset, and I think that's something you do pretty well. Is that you kind of have that frame of thinking. And me, I very personalize everything, but by that I mean it's just like I'm worried about what I'm doing, kind of. For sure. And I don't really think.
You start with you,
right? I don't really think to like spread it to like the greater, or like, oh, it'd be really cool if like everybody did this and we all knew more and we collectively moved forward. And not in a selfish. I just don't think about it.
Yeah.
I just like
that's not what you jump to be right, like. Okay,
I start with myself because I feel
like
like I'm insecure in my own kind of familiarity with who I am.
But I think that's where the opportunity lies.
No, for sure. I'm not disagreeing with you. Like that's a great thing. That's a great way of thinking of it. I just don't go that.
But even the point you made right now, right? Like when you said like I guess I'm just insecure in like doing that. Right? So like you want to start like with you, right? Like I want to make sure that I have my I's dotted and my T's crossed before I step out and like start to like help the community move move the puck or whatever it is. But I'm okay with like not knowing and like just saying like, hey, like just shit, I don't really know. Like how do we go about doing it? And I think the reason I think it has to be like a community effort is because like we are now in that community. As much as we say like, yeah, like I'm Mexican, like I'm through and through, like it is what it is. Like really Hispanic Heritage Month is for us, right? It's for us to take a moment to like take a step back and look at like what we want to celebrate. How do we want to celebrate that, right? Like what does that look like? And there has to be like and there are like celebrations like in downtown Dallas and in a lot of cities like across the United States. Like I know New York has like a parade, but that's a huge like demographic of like Latinos in that area. I know LA, I think.
You're talking about for Hispanic Heritage Month specifically, or
like they have like dance like folklorico, right? Like they do like that's something. And you know what? That's something I don't even know much about. Did you ever do anything like that?
Nah, but we used to practice at a community center where they did bailes folclóricos. I'd see it a lot, but no, I don't know anything.
You wouldn't do it?
No, I was never in, and I would never.
Why not?
Just because I don't like dancing. Only reason why. I don't have nothing against it. I just don't want to do it.
Yeah, so there's definitely some events. I know there's going to be some in Dallas, so hopefully we can do a little bit of research. And bring me back to another point. When I was doing a little bit of research, if you look it up right now, everything's for 2020. Like there's not like there's just not the organization there. Like the push, right? Like
I mean for 2020, like they haven't
like
updated
events.
It.
Yeah.
2020 already passed, so I'm confused.
Exactly. My point exactly.
Okay.
Like there's nothing up that I see, and if it is right, it's not
because of COVID.
It's not being well marketed. That makes the point worse.
What do you mean?
2020 COVID was way worse than it is now.
Well, maybe I'm saying those events were like shut down and kind of like
just left at the way. Like they just like the entire Hispanic Heritage Committee like said like we quit.
Like we're out. We're quarantining for a year. Don't talk to us.
No, like when I went on the website, like there was nothing for 2021.
Yeah.
Maybe like there was some stuff like in I don't know, other cities.
You know what? I think según yo, right, that our community isn't as, and I think we've mentioned this before. Our community isn't as like organized and isn't as together as say the African American community is, right? I don't think that a large part of our community. I don't think a large part of our community thinks about these sort of collective movements. I think they all think very individualistic, kind of like I do.
Like you? I don't think so. I think we try to like think of a community. Are we not like a community people?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think we're as much. That's that's why I said según yo. And there are people like yourself and others, and I think it's trending in that direction. But because I think we're a younger like demographic in terms of like Mexican Americanism, kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I think a lot of the old school people are still here. A lot of like our parents, grandparents who are just worried about. We've talked about it before. Just worried about getting paid.
They're very pragmatic people.
Yeah, very pragmatic, very practical. They're just kind of worried about making ends meet or taking care of their responsibility, working, whatever, XYZ.
Because that push but here's my thing though, like that responsibility isn't on them because Hispanic Heritage
Month. I know, but that's what I'm saying. We're saying the same thing at that point. I think that I think that they make up a larger percentage of like the Latino community here than like the Mexican. I think Mexican American is, or sorry, not Latino Americans, or is that the word?
Latine?
I don't know.
This week?
I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know. Are growing, and they're like I think we're trending in the direction you're talking about to like becoming more of a people of a community, because I just don't think we're all the way there yet. That's all I'm saying.
For sure, but and my bad. When I said like it's not the responsibility isn't on them. The reason I say that is because Hispanic Heritage Month isn't necessarily for them the way I think about it, because it's like it's for Americans, right? And my dad, I guess he's an American citizen now, right? But in reality, yeah, it's for us, right? It's for the younger demographic to look back at the things that our parents did, our ancestors did, right? The people that came before us. So like that's where I think like the burden falls on us to like
it does.
Do like the community organizing, to do the community education, or the personal one, right? Like, if you choose like, hey, I'm not really comfortable with like getting out there and saying, hey, I don't know shit about shit. That's okay. Like you can jump in your own bag, and then when you feel comfortable, come out. But it has to happen, because I based on what I saw when I went to go like jump into it, I was disappointed, and maybe that's my fault too, right? Because have I been more active in the community, maybe I would know where to look. Maybe I would know like, hey, like I know that there's an event every year here. Hey, I know there's an organization in here, because it happens like in small communities, but I don't see like the collective like stitching together. And maybe it's because we are not a monolith, right?
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's hard.
It's even more so across the different nationalities that Latinos make up of. That's another thing that I've always kind of attributed as well. That again, we're not as cohesive
in Texas, but in Texas we can do it though.
No, we can. I'm not saying we can't get there. I'm just saying we're not there yet.
Yeah,
we're
not there now. For sure. I think in Texas, like it's gonna start with like the Mexican movement, but we have to be careful and make sure that we include like the other. Which brings me back to my other point. Here's what I'm gonna do over the next month, because I fucking never do it, even though I tell myself I'm gonna do it all the time. The only places that I'll ever go eat, besides like whether it's Mexican or like Tex-Mex, when I'm like eating like Latin food.
I hate going to Mexican restaurants.
Why?
I don't think it's good. I hate Mexican food at Mexican restaurants. I hate eating Mexican food out. I think.
Give me an example. What
do you mean?
Like a food that you like I want to, because you're not talking Tex-Mex, right? You're talking like.
I hate Tex-Mex as well. Tex-Mex is absolute garbage. I hate Tex-Mex.
I love Tex-Mex.
I hate when every time y'all pick brunch spot and it's fucking Vidora. I hate it.
I don't like Vidora.
Or all the other places.
Yeah, Vidora's not that good.
Whichever. Like I think we went to another one. I don't know what it was called, but it was like Tex-Mex for your birthday actually. That dinner that we had.
Oh.
I mean, granted, what I had was disgusting.
It's because you got scallops, boy.
For sure. But the reason why I got scallops is because I'm like, I don't want fucking enchiladas. I don't want this. I don't want nothing else on the menu.
What about for your birthday? We went to Tulum?
That wasn't my doing either.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But did you like that food?
Nah.
You didn't like it either? But that was Mexican food. That like, dang, you don't like Mexican food. Wow.
I love Mexican food at home. I just think my grandma makes it better. I just don't like the arroz when we go out, and like the frijol. I've yet to find a spot that like, the only thing I'll eat out are like street tacos, like tacos, like at Paisano or something like that. And tortas. Tortas from like La Hechicera.
Have you been to Urban Taco?
No,
hey,
I don't
la
think
torta
so.
pastor, ella más jetejo today.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, like,
Dang,
I get my tortas from La Hechicera. But yeah, those are like the only two things.
There's an Hechicera down the road right here.
Yeah, I love La Hechicera.
Yes.
Yeah, I think those are the only two like Mexican food things that I like eat out.
Okay. Well, now what about the other? Do you ever go like explore? Let's look at that list of countries that we just went through.
I'll eat pupusas. I love pupusas.
And I was gonna say that's the only thing that like if I go somewhere that's not like Mexican or like Tex-Mex, that's like Spanish food, like Latin food, it'll be that. I'll go get some pupusas.
Yeah, me too.
That's Salvadorian eats. But now, Costa Rica.
I don't know anything about Costa Rican food.
Plátanos, right?
Oh, I hate plantains, but that's just I don't like plantains.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't like plantains.
What's wrong with you?
So that's across all, because I know plantains is like eaten pretty much everywhere but Mexico, almost.
Everywhere.
I hate plantains.
And even in like the southern part of Mexico, like I'm pretty sure like there's some dishes that are.
And like Yucatan and stuff?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. I would assume, but yeah, I don't like plantains.
Fuck, why? In any form? They have so much range.
I've only had them like 2-3 times.
They're the potato of Latin America.
Well, see, I don't like potatoes.
Ah, you bitch.
I don't like potatoes.
I hate Kevin.
I like sweet potato.
I love sweet
I
potatoes.
love sweet potato. I don't like potatoes. I'll eat a French fry, but even that,
It's not a French fry.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't like potatoes. I don't know, man. I do love pupusas, but yeah,
So Costa Rican food?
I don't even know what it.
Me neither.
But I'm always down to try, and I'm always super interested in like learning what the other Latin American countries eat. Like, so I've had Colombian food before.
Okay.
Although, granted, the restaurant I went to was not great. I'm not gonna lie. I also didn't like that.
Hey, someone brought us Colombian food once too.
Yeah, just stop, stop. I know I had the little. I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher it. It's bandera paisa or something like that, or is it bandera?
Oh, I have no idea.
I think that's like.
But that's Colombian.
Yeah.
Let's come back to the countries at hand right now.
Okay,
the countries at hand.
Okay.
Costa Rica. I have no idea if there's where we can find a restaurant. So, but you down? Hey, let's go on the Scattered Roots Hispanic Heritage
gastronomic tour of Dallas.
Tour. Yeah, of Dallas.
Of Latin Dallas, the Latin side of Dallas.
So now Guatemala, like.
I mean, pupusas as well.
Is that the same
I mean,
thing?
I've had that just because my mom. So like that's one reason why I was introduced to pupusas. Pupusas are eaten across like all of Central America.
It's Central America, right? Yeah.
So
but
I've
there's
had
Guatemalan like restaurants around. I've seen them.
Yeah, and
Will you take me?
panaderias.
Do you know where they are?
I have never eaten at one, and I don't know where they're at. I've like driven past. I'm like, oh look, a Guatemalan
restaurant,
panaderia or a restaurant or something like that. I'm like, Mom, look. But even that, again, my mom's very like Mexicanized. So
yeah.
But I've had some Guatemalan dishes. One that my mom makes a lot. I forgot what she called it. Oh, carne fingida, and it's basically like a meatloaf kind of. No, not meatloaf. It's a sushi roll. It's like a sushi roll made out of meat. So the outside, like the rice, is ground like a mixture of like ground beef and like tomates and
I like meat and
seasonings.
tomatoes.
And then the middle, like where you would have like the sushi or whatever, like the fish, is like boiled eggs.
Oh,
So it's like it's actually a lot better than it sounds. It's like
I hate boiled eggs.
You like eat it in like slices, like medallions. So it's like a ring of like ground beef, and in the middle is like a slice of hard boiled egg, and that's like a very one of the few Guatemalan dishes my mom made when I was growing up.
I'm gonna have to get comfortable being uncomfortable because that don't sound.
Beyond
like
that, I don't know what Guatemalans eat really.
Yeah, I don't know if that tickles my pickle, but I'll try it.
Yeah, have you had a Salvadorian Quesadillas?
No, what's the difference?
It's not a quesadilla, it's a pan.
What the?
It's un pan dulce.
What?
Yeah.
Who?
It's like their version of kind of, it's not cornbread, but it kind of looks like cornbread.
Interesting.
It looks like a little pound cake.
I think I know what you're talking about.
That's what they call quesadillas. They're pretty good.
Interesting.
I don't know why they call. I'm assuming there's.
What about comida hondureña?
cheese in it.
Oh,
Pupusas.
that's probably, is that the? Dang.
The only thing I know of them is like Central America's pupusas.
It's all pupusas.
I know there's more. That's the only thing I know.
What about Nicaragua?
Oh, nothing. I don't know.
Nothing.
I have no idea. Belize and
Zero.
Nicaragua, I know nothing about.
Nothing. Me neither.
Have you met a Nicaraguan?
No.
I don't have any either.
Yeah, we need to find somebody so they can come to like talk to us
Yeah.
about the culture. But
Nicaraguans come on the show.
I did look up, like there is a restaurant. It's in Irving.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, so you trying to fade that, huh?
Again, I'm always down to try something once. If
Yeah.
I don't like it, I won't go again. Is that all the Central American? Is that where you're going?
there's Chilean food. Have you ever had anything?
No.
Basically, the whole point.
Oh, you're just talking about the ones that are independence.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
For this month. Like,
I'm sorry. I thought we were talking about all of Latin America.
Well, no, because specifically it's supposed to be.
I don't know where the fuck this conversation's going, as you can see.
But the reason that I brought it to like those is because like that's who it's supposed to be.
Gotcha.
Like,
so you just want to eat that for this
celebrated.
month to celebrate.
Well, I want to go and like do it.
Okay.
Right? Like I want to do it.
I'm down.
I want to do it afterwards.
I'm always down to eat.
But like, you know how people say like, why wait to do something tomorrow that you can do today or whatever? Like, blah, blah, blah. Same thing, right? Like I
I got
definitely
shit to do today. I can't do it today.
I want to do it like just to keep doing it in general, but I'm using this time to like motivate me. Like, hey, you know what? Like, what does Hispanic Heritage Month look like to me?
Eating food.
I'm gonna go eat some food.
Yeah.
And that's, I think everybody can do that, right? Like if you listen to this, you'll be like, yeah, if you are a Latin American, if you're Mexican American, Honduran American, whatever you are, and you say like, I don't really ever do anything for Hispanic Heritage Month, that's cool. Like if you don't want to do anything, that's cool. I get it. But I think
Just go get fat.
something simple would be like, hey, like let me go explore maybe some food that I'm not familiar with, right? Let me go jump into a bag about my own culture that I'm not super familiar with, like me in history, right? Like there's just a couple of things here and there that I think we can do to kind of help change the narrative, at least the narrative that I have in my head about Hispanic Heritage Month. Because again, I don't feel like a strong like tie to it. But then I imagine when I have kids, right? Like when they grow up and like, you know, they're running around like, oh, like, what do we do for Hispanic Heritage Month? I want to have something that I can be like, hey, you know what? We're going to go do this.
You know what I'm going to go do? I'm going to go get a chasca.
What the fuck is a
I knew he wasn't gonna know what it was.
I fucking hate you.
No,
that is.
In your defense, it's only called that in like Aguascalientes. Esquite. Do you know what an esquite is? I knew you wouldn't know what that is either.
It says Salvadorian folklore.
Put Chasca and then like Aguascalientes or Mexico. I'm not sure if it'll pop up if you put Mexico.
Oh yeah, no, Aguascalientes just came up right away. Damn, my headphones just like
damn,
hurt my head.
Why'd you get a Google result? Like, I mean, maps.
I don't know. It's like taking me to a place. But what is it? While I try to find what it is.
Elote. It's elote en vaso. That's what they call it in Aguas.
Chasca?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, elote en vaso. First thing that came up.
Yeah.
Hey, I really want. You know what I really want to try? I was looking through Anae's recipes. And remember she mentioned like the elote wings. Hey, them hoes are gas.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can whip that up.
I saw the video. I don't remember what they ended up looking like though. I just remember like reading or seeing. I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it like took me a second to find them because I was looking for something called elote wings, but it was something way more complicated. It was like spicy lime chili.
Yeah, you gotta embellish it. You gotta sell your product.
That was the elevation she was talking about.
Yeah, you can't just say elote wings.
And then it wasn't even wings. She called them alitas. I was like, dang it.
Dang, she knows how to market.
Finesse. Hey, yeah, she lucky. Hey, yeah, we didn't really talk about all that much, right? All the recipes and all that stuff that she has on her page. Go check it out. That shit's cool.
I'm down to eat though. Let's go.
Yeah, I think that's something I'm gonna do. Again, I'm gonna try and like go in and like learn a little bit more about myself. I've said that from the beginning. Like I think I've been doing that as we've been doing this podcast, just in general. Right, I've been learning a lot.
Right now, I thought we'd just been sitting here talking to me.
No, like just the entire secrets of the podcast. You idiot.
What are you doing?
I've learned a lot, right? Like, have
I taught you anything?
Have I taught you anything?
No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, who was the second president of Mexico?
The second president?
Yeah.
It was that Mexican.
No way.
It was that mixed the Mexican guy who had African ancestry.
Hey, how long you been racist, bro?
What are you talking about?
Why you gotta be hating? It's because he's black. You don't want to remember who he was.
Dude, what the fuck? I don't know the second president of this country, and I fucking was taught that shit.
I would do the same sequence again, but then I'd probably fuck it up.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I forgot his name. Do you remember his name, bitch?
Yeah, Vicente Guerrero.
Okay, wait. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, we just played Vicente.
Nah, that's good, but not this. Hey, which by the way, I hope he's doing well. Right, he had a pretty bad fall not that long ago. That's why we played the song at the beginning.
Do you know that? Have you heard any update? I haven't. Since the day that it happened, I haven't felt.
Yeah, I haven't seen any update, but he's old, man.
Yeah, man. I think he's. I was talking about this. I'm about to go on. Was not, but a lot of the Mexican like icons and legends have been passing away as of late.
Do you think?
I don't think there's that many left.
That have. And is there anyone that's like taking their place?
No, I won't say slowly but surely, but no one that's there yet. Like I think Eugenio Derbez is gonna be that.
But that's an actor.
You mean just singers?
Yeah, like in the music space. Yeah, I think Eugenio Derbez is actually already there.
I don't know. I mean, I'm talking about like iconic, right? You have Jose, who just passed away not that long ago. If you know who he is,
Juan Gabriel.
Exactly, Juan Gabriel is another one. Dang, what's his name?
What was the lady?
Joan Sebastian.
Oh yeah, Juan Sebastian.
Celso Piña.
Oh yeah, but he's an
accordion player. I mean, he's a musician.
But was he Mexican?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
He's from Monterrey, I believe.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, and then you have obviously Chente.
And then I'm gonna feel terrible. What was in the plane?
Oh, Jenny Rivera.
Yeah.
She wasn't like.
You don't think she was?
Nah.
You think she like got elevated by her death?
A little bit, but yeah, she wasn't like she was maybe like an icon to like a lot of women liked her music. I really no.
No one cares what women like.
No. I don't mean it that way. See, you always be doing that.
We live in the patriarchy.
You always be doing that shit. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying she appealed to that demographic a lot more. Yeah, you do that a lot. You try to spin shit with I say in a negative way.
You mean I'm gaslighting you?
Yes, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that as if it was a bad thing and like discounting her.
Women really like.
I'm saying she didn't. It's not like her fan base was like the entire general populace of Mexico. I'm saying she had a demographic who she was loved by.
But not like in the
right. So that's why I'm saying she's not like that level of, or she wasn't that level of like icon legend.
So why do you think it was because she was a woman? Like, how did you come to that conclusion?
I think a lot of her content, like, it was like geared towards that. See, there you go again. I'm dead ass. A lot of her content was like geared towards women. So women loved her music. Like, she made music for women by a woman. Like, she was a woman, obviously.
Music by women for women.
Exactly. That's what it was, I think. And I mean, don't get me wrong. She obviously had male fans as well. Like, the fuck? Like, it's not what I'm saying. But a large portion of her music was geared specifically towards women. She's loved by them.
We know you're not sexist, Gabriel.
Fuck you. You're here trying to spin shit. Do you listen to her music? Do you know a single Yanni Rivera song?
No, I do. I mean, you can play them hoes. I'm like, hey, let's not do the.
She's kind of like
the really Rudy with
exactly.
With please, let's not do it. Oh,
exactly.
Computer done.
But yeah, no, I don't think. Like I said, there's very few like legends, like icons like that.
Yeah, so I was gonna say like, who do you think is like in the space to like replace them?
Pepe Aguilar, maybe. I don't know.
You don't think he's already there?
Maybe.
I think so.
Yeah, he probably.
I'm talking about like younger. Because how old is Pepe Aguilar?
And then the other one, hold on, before Los Bukis, the Marco Antonio Solis.
Marco Antonio Solis for sure. But I think he's already there too.
And that one right there.
Pedrito Fernández.
Si te vienen a contar cositas malas, te manda. Yeah.
Juan Gabriel when I first heard that.
What happened?
I thought that was
Juan Gabriel? Nah, yeah, that's Pedro Fernandez.
Yeah, it sounds like, but it sounds like his music a little bit.
It sounds like him.
It's got the tone.
Juan Gabriel is he has a phenomenal voice.
If you watch like some of the videos where he's like hitting notes.
Oh, not even that. That man is one of like the best performers Mexico has ever created. Like he's such a performer, entertainer
in the history of like entertainers like in the world.
Yeah, like if you watch like a concert of him, dude, phenomenal. Like just even like the production he put on, the amount of people, like his like he always has like this large orchestra and shit behind it. Just a whole show, a whole ass show.
And maybe that's what I started doing too. Hey, like let me take some time to like go watch some of these old singers that I don't know that much about. Like I hear the song and I know the song. You may have to ask. I may have to be like, hey, who sings this again? Who is this? Who is this? And they'll be like, oh, it's Juan Gabriel. They'll be like, oh shit, like I know the name, I know the song, but I don't put it together. So maybe I do that, right? Maybe I jump in. There's just a lot of little things that I think we can do, especially for people that are in our position who like maybe feel a little bit disconnected before. And if you didn't, right? If you feel really connected, like you can always jump deeper into that bag.
And
right?
I gotta shout out the one Guatemalan singer I know. That's the one.
Who that is?
Ricardo Arjona.
Oh, dude.
El orgullo de Guatemala. I love Ricardo Arjona, bro. Do you know?
Hey, I said I wouldn't bring it up anymore.
Oh shit! Wait, what you got to say? Come on. I know what you have to say.
There was a particular person that would always ask me, "Hey, who's the singer?" And every time she asked me, it would always be Ricardo Arjona. Yeah.
Dude, he's so good, bro.
May or may not have been my ex, but yes.
Yeah, she was a big Ricardo Arjona fan. I remember we spoke once or twice.
Oh yeah.
Once or twice about Ricardo Arjona. I love Ricardo Arjona. Not like that, Johnny. What you cackling over there for?
I gotta stop doing this to myself. It's because I've dealt with it. You know what I mean? That's
what it is. But yeah, he's the only like celebrity out of all of Central America, I think, that I know that isn't like an athlete or a soccer player.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I wonder. Yeah, I back to like just what we were talking about, right? Like I wonder if who's gonna be like that next big person that's like on the younger side, right? I look at someone like Cristian Nodal.
Okay, you're talking about music specifically? Mm-hmm. Nah, bro, hold on. Cristian Nodal's not there yet.
But he's so young. That's what I'm saying. That's more so who I'm talking about. Like people like Marco Antonio Solis, like those Bukis, like they've been doing it for like years. You know what I'm saying? Like Cristian Nodal has been doing it for what?
I mean, like, maybe
5, 6.
Like you. Maybe he
and
might
he's like 20.
That.
How old is he? Like 22, 23?
I don't know. I think him and Belinda break up.
I don't know.
I think there's rumors they broke up.
Oh, really? Dang.
About to hear that
Belinda single?
Fire.
Belinda single?
Chill. She's chill. Nah, bro. I'm ready for that content if they did.
Bro, hey, you know what I'm saying? His first like big album.
No, he's
bangers.
I like him a lot.
All hits, no misses.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
But that's who I'm talking about. Like, who has the chance to like elevate themselves into like these statuses, right? Like, so you can't give me like Los Bukis, you can't give me Marco because they're already.
Well, I don't know, bro, because it's like people like that, they like come to the forefront and then they disappear. Like you said, Cristiano. I was gonna say Cristiano. What the fuck, Cristian Nodal.
You better say Cristiano.
And like
Ronaldo.
Yeah, he's been killing it. He's been hitting it. But like, let me tell you something. Where's Espinosa Paz at? That man was like all the rage for like a year or two, and then disappeared.
But here's the thing, though. Like, you're right, but you have to like kind of pick those people and say, hey, who has the chance?
You're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying he has a chance.
That's what I'm talking about. We'll see. Yeah, like it's interesting. Yeah, it's time.
Because other than I don't really know, right? Like to me, I don't really know Mexican, I guess, singers like that outside of like groups. Like I know like Banda Recodo, La Arrolladora, Pesado. I don't know like individual.
Grupo Firme.
I don't really like Grupo Firme.
Why? My cousins love that shit.
They're annoying, honestly.
My cousins love that shit.
I like one of their songs, but they're actually pretty annoying to me.
You think like the group themselves is kind of annoying? I think so too.
Yeah, the lead singer, what's his name?
I think it's Edwin or
Is it
something
Edwin?
like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I feel like I might be confusing him with the one from La Tracalosa, who's
My
also
cousin was like being like a low key groupie with them when they came to Dallas.
I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty fucking annoying.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know too much about them, so I'm gonna leave it there.
Them young kids, man. Them young kids be listening to interesting music because there's that like other generation of
okay, old man.
No, for real. Like it's a whole nother generation. Like,
it is
of music. Like you have
like
that other
Corridos
group.
Tumbados being so.
Yeah, I was gonna. That's what I'm before you cut me off. That's what I was gonna say is the new version of like corridos.
Like Nathaniel Cano. Like is that who you're talking
what's
about?
that group that had like little 15-year-old boys singing like Grupo Tercero?
Oh shit!
I forgot the fucking name of the group, bro. But
you're asking the wrong one.
they had a song with Gerardo Ortiz that was on the radio for a while.
Oh yeah.
I don't know the name, but it's like this little dude. And
Gerardo Ortiz is nice too.
Yeah,
he's nice. He's got
nice.
the chance. I didn't even think about him right now when I was going through.
Yeah, he's a good one. I think he's probably one of the bigger
that has the chance
individual solo
to like
acts.
put himself in that.
When did this become a music podcast?
I don't know. Yeah, we went all over the place.
At this point, everybody is tuned out.
Well, no, but it's because like like, coming back to it, right? Like there's just so many ways to kind of celebrate like your heritage in a way, right? Like music, food.
Yeah. So this next
like,
month,
history.
No Justin Bieber.
Restaurants.
No Justin Bieber. No burgers.
No fries.
Yeah.
Especially
no barbecue.
Especially if they're French, you're gonna make.
Piss off two cultures.
You're gonna piss off Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, none of that.
Yeah, just
what
go
else
out
is American?
Celebrate yourself a little bit this month. If you want to, right? Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
But no, that was the kind of whole like goal of the conversation, right? Like I think it started with us like saying, hey, like Hispanic Heritage Month is here. We thought it was September. Wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Halfway wrong, halfway right. So I think it's just about like, hey, again, this is something that I don't really know about. Let me go learn some more things. I hope you kind of learned a little bit about it and just encouraged to like go and explore what that looks like for you, right? It can look like whatever it looks like. There's definitely gonna be some events. If anything, like right, what I'll try to do is I'll try to like go out and like find what's like planned specifically for the city of Dallas, and see what events are out there for people to go explore and like engage in their heritage during this time.
Can we do a podcast
period.
at one of them? Have a table?
Shit, we'll see.
Booth set up?
Oh yeah, we
Do a
should
Q&A?
we should do like a change my mind like thing, like you know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say we should set up like a panel and like just force her, like be the panel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just like set it
yeah,
up.
just
like,
set up a panel
somewhere.
like Q&A. Ask the Scattered Roots podcast.
Yeah, who
like,
knows nothing about shit.
ask us things like, come learn about us.
Well,
the people are like, who the fuck are these two idiots? What the fuck are they doing here?
We'll put a couple plants in the audience.
Yeah. Make us look good. Johnny, toss us some easy questions.
Yeah, tell us some. Nah, Johnny's not the type. Johnny will definitely host.
Yeah, he will.
But no, I think that's about all I had to really say about Hispanic Heritage Month, right? Like, hopefully moving forward, right? I feel like I can really speak to it a little bit more. But we'll see. The only thing that I want to like touch base on with a little bit. Did you have anything that you want to talk about as far as like news goes?
News specifically?
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't been paying attention. The Crate Challenge has flooded my timeline.
Bro, yeah, the Quick Challenge is fucking everywhere.
I don't know anything about
it's time to leave that hell alone. No, the other things I kind of wanted to address, right? One was the Supreme Court ruling, talking about they have to. I had the article put up on my computer, just died. Sorry, whack. The return to Mexico legislation that the Biden administration has to start doing that again.
I saw the headline. I didn't know.
Yeah, the return to home, like whatever like they're calling it.
Or the stay home.
Yeah,
we have to stay in Mexico while your immigration process is.
Yeah, exactly. While they're like going through with that, like the Biden administration was trying to stop that from happening, and they were no longer enforcing because that was a Trump era policy, and the Supreme Court ruled that the Biden administration couldn't stop it. So we're back to that again. It's just I think the wrong way to handle a group of people, right? Like you're just like demonizing people. Have your opinion about like politics or whatever it is. At the end of the day, like we're all human and we should have a little respect for each other.
Yeah.
And I think that just doesn't, right? It misses the mark completely. So go check it out if you haven't heard about it. It was a Supreme Court ruling. And then the only other small little thing, this is like super small, but I thought it was interesting to like speak to the whole. There was a city in Arizona that recently they're building like an elementary school and a high school. And this is because there's a booming population in this small city in Arizona. Mm-hmm. I think it was called like Somerton or something like that. And it's a mostly Hispanic community. However, after the recent census, like the city was kind of like taken aback by the numbers because they actually lost population, like based on the census. The population decreased by like 19 people, and they were expecting to like increase by like over 5,000 people. Like, and so they were just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this doesn't make any sense. And the reason I think like it's an interesting story to go check out if you want to, because I'm not gonna spend too much time on it, is because it goes back to what we were talking about before, right? Like not only are we misrepresented, we are underrepresented in a lot of spaces because like the census information, federal budget, right? How much money is getting allocated to these communities? If they decrease in population, right, they're gonna have less money allocated to a predominantly Hispanic community, and then also like your representation politically, right? Like if the more people you have, the more elected officials you're gonna have like to represent you, right? So like this is a small example of like the bigger problem as a whole. So I thought it was really interesting when I was going through and like reading some news earlier. So check it out. It's a small little city in Arizona, and I think it just speaks to like the potential problems that our community faces.
Say the name again, because I didn't hear it.
In Arizona, I think it was like Somerton or something like that. I had it pulled up. My bad.
Go look up this random city in Arizona. Try to find the article based off.
Hey,
of that
just say like, hey, no. If you look up Arizona City loses like population, like Hispanic or something like that, like Spanish or whatever, it'll pop up. I promise you.
Google that.
It's up there. But no, it's a serious problem, bitch.
I'm not saying it's not.
Don't belittle me.
I'm not saying it's not. But how the fuck are we supposed to find it given this information?
Hey, I'll put it on the description of the podcast.
Yeah, add it. Link it.
I will link it. Doom. Johnny, you got a task.
Now he has to go and find it based off of your fucking description.
I have it pulled up. My computer just died. But no, I think with that being said, I think that's all I have for today. Anything you got to share with Kevin?
No, man. Nothing that we haven't already said. We've ran pretty long.
All right. Yeah, no, well, thank you so much for sticking out with us today. Hope y'all have a good month of celebrating yourselves and celebrating your ancestors and our history. Y'all have a good rest of your day.
Adios. I'm saying, like, I've seen houses like I used to live in a house like this, and it looked like shit. I used to live like in a little duplex on Bennett Avenue, which they gentrified.
You know when you say some shit that you like fuck up and you just keep digging the hole?
Bro, no.
No.
I lived in a shithole too.
Yeah.
No, bro, that's not what I'm saying. It probably was like, it looks like an old house.
Man's got a new house.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it looks old, is what I'm saying. Like,
That's not what I'm saying. You're misconstruing it. This is on you. That's not what I'm trying to say.
dang, now he's gaslighting me.